weird. If you start a video within 10 minutes of when it's supposed to launch, it just launches instead of giving you a few minutes to put it together. So I was not expecting it to launch so quick. But anyway, since it did, let's go ahead and pull up my YouTube on my iPad so I can see your guys' comments. And then you will go through this stuff. So let's see, live. All right, so I'll set these aside for now. And the question we had was, is the sword that comes with 2000X Prince Adam the same size as the sword that comes with the 2000X He-Man that we got with Origins? And so the only sword I have available on my shelf is this shiny one, but it's the same one they use with the regular figure. So we'll compare those at the end of the video. But for right now, I promised Charles a picture that he won in one of my videos from Shutterfly. And what happened was, as I was ironing out the picture to make it fit, because it had some wrinkles in it, it got destroyed. And I was like, no. So then I had to go and order another one. And I was really bummed about it because the original one I got from Shutterfly, they had free shipping. I'm like, all right, you know, free shipping. Can't go wrong with that. But the second one, not free shipping. And it actually costs more to ship it to me than the picture cost to have printed. And it's like, oh, man. Oh, man. So here is the pictures. And then, of course, I still have the frame. I didn't have to get a new frame. I used the same one that I was going to use originally. Now, what this is, in case you're wondering, and if you want to get one of these for yourself, just look for the Sunman video on either all of them or duplicate. I forget which one I put it on, and I have a PDF file. This exact same file. So if you want your own, I did order two because I figured, what the heck? So I'm getting shipping. I might as well get two of them. But I'm not giving one away today. This is just for Charles, who's been waiting very patiently for a long time for me to get this sent out to him. I felt bad. He sent me his address right away. It's like, yay! But I sent off the one to Puerto Rico first. I had that one going, and then I went to get Charles's ready, and it just got destroyed. And the guy from Puerto Rico, he actually already put his on the wall and sent me a picture. It looks really cool. So there we go. I think it was Luis, if I remember correctly, who won. Hey, you two, thanks for being here. Motor Rex, and I don't know how to pronounce your name, but yo, back to you. All right, so here is the frame. And what's annoying is this frame says it's 12 by 12. The picture says it's 12 by 12. But unfortunately, their 12 by 12s are not the same thing. So you pull out this glass out of the picture frame. Just set that right there. And they got the cardboard sheet there. When you go to stick this in, it is just a little bit too big all the way around. So even though I added this really cool border around it, I found I have to cut the border off in order to make it fit. So when you get yours, if you decide to order yours on Shutterfly or anything else, or Walmart, or wherever you want to order it from after you print it, just cut off the border. Not just the red, but the yellow too, all the way around. And we'll see how well this cuts as it just keeps rolling and rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. All right. That'd be cool if Charles joins us right now. Then you can see me cutting his picture to prepare to mail it off tomorrow. Wish I had one of those cool boards that you just put it on there and pull the slicer down, shink, but I do not. So I am stuck having to hand cut everything I do. I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to get boxes of Twinkies as a prize for us sometimes when we were little, kind of a really big surprise. And I always wanted to have the Twinkie the Kid action figure. So my mom would try to cut Twinkie the Kid out of the box so I could use him. We had this stupid rope in his hand that was so small, and she would try so careful to cut it out. But being as a bratty little kid, I would get all upset if she couldn't cut it out just right. What a bratty little kid, right? I was only like, I don't know, it was before my 6th birthday. So I must have been 5, maybe 4. You know how little kids are. I was one of them. Yes. And now I have my own grandchildren who unfortunately are too much like I was. My kids weren't so bad. They weren't bratty little kids, my own children. But unfortunately, it skips a generation, I think. It's so funny too. My granddaughter, one of them, gets so upset with the stupidest little things, and it reminds me of when I was little. I never told my daughter that though. Hopefully she's not watching this video, or one of her friends aren't watching it and tell her, you know what your dad said about your daughter. But I do love her though. She is just such the cutest little thing. But she gets just so wrapped around the axle so quick with stuff. It's kind of funny. But my daughter never acted like that. My poor wife, though. Putting up with kids again. But she loves to sit and watch me do videos. Today she was watching me when I was in a meeting. And she sat so quiet for so long. She was doing really good. Then after the meeting, she goes, I was quiet. I said, you did a really good job. But sometimes she'll be in the background of my videos, just sitting here quietly watching me make them. And she'll be super quiet the whole time. She's not here today, though, watching. But sometimes she'll watch the video afterwards with me. Hey, Mike, thanks for joining us. Let's see. Motorex says, by the way, I got out of the hospital and I passed my final exams and I'm set to graduate. Nice. See, life is looking up, man. That is great. Now, for those that don't know, I'm a believer, so I'm just going to say it. Praise God, man. Praise God that you have all that stuff going on. That is so cool. It's like I was just telling a friend of mine just yesterday. He's embarking on a potential little project, which sounds really cool and a lot of fun, of restoring something that is missing some parts. And I said, you know, doing that will take your mind off of your troubles that's going on right now. And how true is that? You know, when you go to help somebody else, you work on a project or something else, it just seems like during that time, you forget about what's going on with you. And so having those goals and aspirations and graduating and all of this stuff, that is just great. All right. Excellent. Look at that cool poster. Now, again, if you want one of these, maybe I'll come back and put a link in the description of this video for the PDF. But you just go, like I said, either Shutterfly or somewhere else. I got this frame from Amazon, I think. No, you know what? I think I got this frame actually from Walmart. Now I think about it. And there you go, Charles. Yours is all set and ready to go. And I set it up so you can slide this in right here to have it just stand on your shelf. But if you want to hang it up, you have to turn it over. So you're gonna have to rearrange the picture so it's the other direction. But right now I have it set to use the triangle here, so you can just stand it up on your table. But if you want to hang it up, yes, you are stuck having to flip it. Now, when I got this was actually from my original box art that I had. Let me go ahead and show you for those that don't know. Where is that? There it is. So here's the original Sunman card, and this Sunman card on the back, this is what I scanned in. And you can see there's a big old hole right there and all kinds of little pock marks and everything else just all over it. And the scan just came out horrible. So I had to go back and redo it all. I had to remake the Sunman up there and fix all the pock marks and all the errors. And it actually came out pretty good. Now again, it took a lot of effort to get it to this point. There still are some slight defects, but it's pretty cool. And then I had to make it square, because it wasn't quite exactly square. And you can see right here, this ends really close to the side here, and really close to the side there. So I had to add extra on both sides in order to make it work to be a giant square. So there you go. And again, like I said, I'll post the link to this to this actual file in the description after the video is over. So if you want to come back and get your own version of it so you can print your own, you can get that. And then Charles, I'll send this off in the mail to you tomorrow. He's not even on here. Come on, Charles. He always joins us. That's okay. He'll join later. He'll see this and know that, yes, I did not forget about you, man. So it's funny, though, is some of these is kind of hard to read them because they're right in. And you can see the original is the same way, too. It's just right in the mess. And so it's kind of hard to see. It says Boltman, but there it is. All right. Let me go and set that aside so I can mail it off, pack it up today and get it all ready. I guess I'll put the directions in there too. What the heck? Okay, let's get to our question of the day. The question that the person asked me was, is Prince Adam's sword from 2000X comparable or the same size as the sword that comes with the new Origins 2000X style He-Man? Now, we know the original He-Man 2000X had just a monstrous sized sword, but they gave Prince Adam a little bit smaller sword, like the cartoon. It doesn't open, but in the cartoon, this thing would open up as he would spin it. And it was really cool. And I like that they gave Prince Adam this sword here. There's something different as opposed to just giving him the exact same sword that came with the 2000X He-Man. So now I got my chromed out version. Now I know you're probably wondering, well, why didn't you use the chromed out Filmation sword? Well, the Filmation sword, unfortunately, has a little split in the chrome part of it, so it didn't work. But I saw someone else make this figure online, and I love the fact that he's just completely chromed out. Because now, that's funny how loose his legs are. It's as bad as the 80s figures. Why is it so loose? Loosey-goosey. Anyway, so now as you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of this particular figure just because how small the barrel was on the chest. But the chrome's cool enough to keep it, so I kept it because of the chrome. But let's go ahead and compare these swords. Gaben Z Dynam sword! And let's take his sword. And let's see the size comparison. So the 2000X Prince Adam sword is a little bit longer, but it could work. I mean, you could actually use that sword for Prince Adam, and it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it does look a little short, but not tremendously awful. There you go, and brighten that up. But there you go. So if you lost your Prince Adam sword, a little tight in the back, you could use the 2000X one from Origins if that's what the question you're asking. It will work. Not spectacularly, but not too shabby either. All right, let's see how it looks in his hand. Zoop. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. I have the power. All right. Let's see who's on here. Mike? Yes, hit the like button, subscribe. And I think that's it. Let's see. 16 in the chat. Hit the like button. Only 7 likes. Thanks, Mike. All right. Anyway, this is the end of the video. Thanks for joining me. Just something really short, quick, to the point for those 2 things. I'm hoping to have another video later tonight, but this is not a main video. This is just me. I can't believe how loose that is already. It's a new figure, relatively new. You know what? You know what? You know what? Hold on. Oh, I was going to give him the 2000X shorts, but I've already swapped the shorts out with somebody else. That's funny. I wonder who ended up with the shorts. Because those are definitely not the 2000X shorts. Oh, bummer. Bummer. But you know, the arm bracers are kind of cool. If I was to switch the arm bracers, though, I have to switch it at the forearm. And give him the silver arm bracers. I'm going to have to look and see if I can find a 2000X short so he has silver here too. And then use the darker boots. Not sure what I'm going to do. But of course, this is orange. That's orange. It ties in. I don't need to do anything. I'll just use the orange that's in his armor. Oh! Ka-ching! Ka-ching! That's 2000X axe too. That is funny. I just realized that. I thought it was a regular axe. The axe effect. Whoa, Jamie! Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Jamie rocks. All right. All right. Anyway, that's all I got. I know I've just kind of chitter-chattered for the past 15 minutes, but thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next video. And like they say in the 1987 movie, good journey? Good journey. Bye now.